apocalypse.
Hey guys, Neverdeath here, and I've got some big news for you. I'm sure you all saw the new boss that was announced today on Divmob's Facebook page. Look at this guy. Wow. He's standing there with Oni Tingo. What's up, Oni? Anyway, I've got some really good news. I spoke with Divmob and they told me something incredible about this boss. But before we get into that, I want to talk about this boss for just a second. I want to know who this boss is. What god is this boss? From looking at him, it looks kind of, to me, he's got the posture of a dog or a tiger. But aside from that, I don't know, they stylize these so much that even certain gods, they don't necessarily look like Ani Tengu, for instance. Did you know that a Tengu is a Japanese demon, and they've been popularized as having long noses? Well, that's not this guy at all. So that's what I mean. So going off looks alone, I don't know, Iron Clover guessed Seth's name because she knew about gods. Anyway, so I'm thinking it looks like a dog. That's what it looks like to me. So I did a little bit of research, and I think this is going to be called an Inugami. It's a Japanese demon. It's related to the Tengu, and I believe that's why they put Ani Tengu on here. So that's what I think. I don't really know, but I saw this god today, and I'm sure you guys are boss, and I'm sure you guys are all thinking the same thing I was. Where's this guy go? Well, the super bosses, ever since I've played this game for a year and a half, there's a slot at the super bosses. Let me show you what I'm talking about. It's that slot right down there. It says coming soon. This guy right here. Coming soon. That slot's been there for a year and a half. No new super bosses. And people continually complain about the pieces that you get from the super bosses. And I am one of them. Anyway, let's not talk about that today. So naturally, I figured it's going here. It's going to the super bosses, right? I mean, they could be making a new boss for Party Boss, because if you think about it, they had to upgrade the towers levels because so many people had Seth and Thetis, and they were just wrecking the 150 towers and anything, all towers. So they raised the stats on towers. You know, you can get level 180. So that was another strong possibility. Well, let me make sure I explain that part correctly. So they upped the towers. In my mind, it makes sense that they would need to up the party boss now, because people are so powerful. In my mind, it was either going here for the super bosses or going in the party boss, replacing the Yeti. But guess what? I was wrong on both counts. They're not making a new map either. That's another thing. I could see you thinking, oh, there's a new map. Maybe they'll make that the final. Nope. No. This is the new server boss. You heard me right. If you keep up on the server boss, you will know that Choco Gem won the server boss and has won the server boss for months, maybe longer, a year. I don't know. It's been forever. Choco Gem always wins. And there was a group of people that were accusing her of cheating on that. And maybe so, I don't know, that it looks bad. But I also trust that Divmob is checking on that too, and did not find her to be cheating. In fact, something a lot of people probably don't know is that Divmob has some pretty advanced analytics software built into Epic Heroes War now, and it tracks how we play the game. It tracks where we tap, how many times, where people spend the most amount of their time in the game. It tracks all of that. It makes cheating or detecting cheating much easier. It also, I don't think they have it enabled, but that software is also capable of telling what other apps are running on your phone, so it can look out for cheater apps and report that. But because of the permissions that are in this game, I don't believe that Divmob uses that. Anyway, they have tools to figure out if people are cheating. And especially when somebody wins all the time like that, they're going to look into it, especially when people start raising a fuss about it. So this is why I believe that Choco Jim wasn't cheating. But that happened, and then a week or two later, they upped the health on the server boss, and we haven't beat it since. So it makes sense to me that they would change the server boss to go along with the new stats. And it doesn't just make sense to me. Divmob told me this. This is the new server boss. So that will be interesting. I wonder if they're going to keep the insane health, or maybe raising the health was a strategy to calm people down while they come up with this new boss, and they'll lower it again. Perhaps you will need more skill to fight this boss. Like it'll have lower health, but you'll need more skill to fight it. That's what I'm hoping for. And I also think it's, and I'm sure people at Divmob felt the same way, it's kind of weird that they would put Hades on here, because he's a hero you get to use. He is evil and mean, bad looking, but he's one of us, kind of, you know? Like you could use Hades to fight the Hades server boss. All they did was make him larger. So I think it's a great idea for it to have a new server boss that isn't a hero that we can play with. Gives the game more depth, I think. It's a smart move. It's a smart move. And that's what's happening. And it's kind of late here in the US, but I just heard this and I was just like, whoa, awesome, how cool. And I want to tell you all about it. So that's that. And I've got lunch break live streams tomorrow starting at 12:15 Central Standard Time. And that is 22:45 in India, and 00:15 in Vietnam on Wednesday. So tune in for that, because I've actually got some other exciting news I'm just not yet ready to tell you guys about until tomorrow. But it's very exciting news, and it's good for you, all players that watch my videos. It's exciting stuff for you. It's not like you just have to watch and find out. So check out my live stream tomorrow, and you'll get that great new news. And don't forget to fight hard.